You know, anytime you hike a trail or go on a bike ride or hit the slopes, you have to prepare yourself, right? Water, the right shoes. But that list is even longer for some people like Blake Kirkham, and Blake is right here with us this morning. So we have Blake here, who lives with type 1 diabetes. He also loves to ski. His mom, Julie, is with us this morning as well, and his endocrinologist from CU Anschutz, Dr. Taylor Triolo. So Blake, the first question is coming your way. On ski days, talk about some of the things you have to do to make sure that your day up there is a safe one.
Yeah, so with me I always carry like a glucagon in case I have a low blood sugar that goes wrong, juices, and just making sure that when I wake up I check my blood sugar and get everything ready for the day so that I'm all set.
You want to explain the glucagon?
Yeah, so I actually carry, it's called Baqsimi.
Thank goodness mom's here.
It's like a nose spray, so in case you like pass out or something like that, it's a nose spray and pretty much just gives you a bunch of sugar.
I'm going to turn to your mom now. Julie, were there any things, looking back, that maybe were warning signs about the type 1 diabetes that your son has before he was diagnosed that maybe you said, you know, I should have known this or I should have looked for that?
Sure. Blake was extremely tired, going to the bathroom all the time.
Okay.
Very, very, very frequently, and losing weight. He was very skinny. At the time, he was busy with school. He was busy with skiing, and I just thought that he was tired, and you know, we had busy days. So looking back in hindsight, you know, of course, all of those are signs that we didn't pick up until things got worse.
I know you're a senior in high school, 17 years old. I didn't ask, how old were you when you were diagnosed?
I don't
11.
know.
He was 11.
You notice I looked at mom for the answer to that one? He was 11.
He was,
so
yes.
dealing with it now for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Dr. Triolo, let's bring you into the mix here. You're now part of a study that's going to maybe change the way that people deal with their type 1 diabetes, at least how it's treated. Can you explain this study?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're living in a real golden age right now for helping people with type 1 diabetes when they're newly diagnosed with diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition where the immune system attacks the pancreas's own insulin-producing cells. And so there's a lot happening right now to try to prevent and slow that attack on insulin-producing cells throughout the body. So there are many actually studies right now going on at University of Colorado School of Medicine and the Barbara Davis Center for Diabetes that are aimed to help delay that progression from insulin cell producing loss. And so this is a really amazing opportunity right now to be involved in research if someone is newly diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Can I put you on the spot?
Yeah.
Numbers-wise, I'm just curious, how common is a type 1 diabetes diagnosis, whether it's here locally or across the country? How many people are living with this now?
Well, it's about, in this country, it's about 1 in 250 people.
Okay.
So here at the Barbara Davis Center, we're the regional center for the whole region. And we see about 450 kids with new onset type 1 diabetes every year. So a little bit more than 1 per day.
Okay. Blake, how about back to you? Is there anything that you feel like people should know, just understand maybe about skiers like yourself who are dealing with type 1 diabetes?
Yeah, I guess just that it's like a few extra things every day, but really doesn't affect me besides just being more prepared than everybody else and thinking ahead a little bit more.
See, this was your opportunity to look right into the camera and say, yeah, get out of my way when I'm heading down the slope. But you don't want to take that opportunity.
No, that's all right.
Mom, any final thoughts from you? You know, parents watching that maybe are dealing with a new diagnosis, or maybe someone who's thinking, man, maybe my child is dealing with this. Do you have any other suggestions or tips for parents?
Yeah, for sure. I think that it's definitely a good idea to pay attention to those little things that maybe you think are just everyday life and your child is tired and thin and maybe you're not paying attention to how much they go to the bathroom because they can do that themselves. So, you know, definitely look into that closely. It can come on pretty quickly, as it did for us. And I think the biggest thing is there are so many variables that impact what Blake does every day and how his diabetes shows up every day, that every day is different.
So total day off from school, or are you going to go back here for the final classes in the afternoon?
Probably a total day off, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know, it's we have time. It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
Well, we'll see.
All right. I do appreciate all three of you coming in to talk about this very special topic.